Late Night Health continues. In hour 2, we're going to talk with Jonathan Carter from the Diabetes Reversal Project. He advocates things like exercise and proper nutrition to get you off your diabetic medications. We'll be talking with Jonathan in hour 2 of Late Night Health right here on your radio station or at latenighthealth.com. Right now we're talking about staying young, fit, and healthy with Dr. Mickey-Barber. We're talking about, is it ever too late to start to try to feel better and younger? And Dr. Barber says no. Any age, you can do something, and it'll make you feel better. Am I correct in that analysis?
That's absolutely right. It's never too late. There could be a supplement that would help you with your energy. It could be something to change in your sleep pattern at night to help you get a better night's sleep. And they're little things, but they can make a big difference.
I have a topic that just popped into my mind. Older people sometimes have trouble sleeping. Maybe we can talk about that in the next few weeks.
Absolutely, yeah. I love talking about sleep.
Yeah, that would be, and getting enough of it. And we'll talk about that. So, if you had a kale salad today, you said, I made a kale Caesar a few weeks ago because I'd had that at a restaurant and I thought it was really good, except that my Caesar dressing is better than their Caesar dressing. And it was really good. Both my wife and I liked it, and it has a lot more nutrient value than romaine.
Absolutely. It definitely does. It's got a lot of vitamin D. So the dark green leafy vegetables like kale, collard, chard have a lot of vitamin D. It also has what we call chemo preventative or cancer preventative nutrients in it as well. It has a lot of fiber, has a lot of B as in boy vitamins. So lots of good stuff, and it tastes good. And it's kind of easy to eat because it's everywhere.
Yeah, it is. And you can, I like to chop it fine and get rid of the stem because it can be a little hard to chew. We mentioned the Q word, and you came up with it, quinoa, which is a grain. Some people love it. Some people don't love it so much. Your husband doesn't like it.
Yeah, my husband complains that we're having the Q grains for dinner, but he's a borderline diabetic, and quinoa is a low glycemic grain, meaning that it doesn't cause a big bump in your blood sugar, like, for example, white rice and potatoes can do. So, and it's high in fiber, and it's got a little bit of protein in it compared to other grains. So it's really good for you, and if you can find ways to kind of camouflage it in your food, if you're not a fan. I am a fan, but some people aren't, I know.
Ooh, a spicy puttanesca or marinara would be really good with that, I think. Yeah, you can disguise it. You can get away with that. And it's got a lot of good stuff in it. You mentioned low glycemic, and that's another topic we could talk about, because as we age, our bodies change, and we don't process sugar as well and become diabetic. More and more of us are. We're going to be talking about that in hour 2. But it's also a sign of aging.
Absolutely. We really, I've been to lectures, read articles that really say that the glycolation of protein, so the kind of coating of sugar, glycolation of our proteins, is what accelerates the aging process, because those glycolated proteins really get stuck in our vessels, in the vessels supplying our eyes, so our vision, and our kidneys, underneath our skin to affect the smoothness and wrinkling of our skin. So sugar and the excess sugar that we store in our body is really a big deal and an important health issue.
As I age, and especially as I age and I'm under stress, I become a sugarholic.
Yep.
I mean, I crave sweet. Is that a common thing?
It is. There are really two things that people crave. It's either salt or sugar. And I find there's a very distinct line in those personalities that what they crave during stress eating. Typically, I've found that, and we measure cortisol, the stress hormone, in all of our patients, the people that have very high cortisol levels tend to be more salt cravers. The people that run, even though they feel stressed, run a lower cortisol tend to be more of the sugar cravers. That's just my observation.
And cortisol is not a good thing to have.
Well, you have to have some to be able to
Right.
get out of bed in the morning, but you don't want to have too much because it can have a lot of negative effects on everything from your body fat to your blood pressure to your sleep at night.
And also it's also known as the belly fat hormone,
Yep.
right?
Certainly can contribute.
Well, this has been a fascinating time with you. We will talk to you again next week as well. Our guest, Dr. Mickey-Barber. Take a look at Dr. Barber. She is a beautiful young woman at latenighthealth.com. Just look her up under our regular contributors because she joins us each and every week here at Late Night Health. Dr. Barber, have a great week. We'll talk to you next time.
You too, Mark. Thanks so much.
Thank you. All right, coming up next, we are going to talk about sex with Dr. Lori Steele-Smith, natural doctor, and she is going to talk to us about herbs and sex as Late Night Health continues.